Hello, everybody, and welcome to Curtis's Podcast Network. I'm the host of the channel, Curtis's. Shit! Wow, I'm doing great. I'm the host of the channel, Curtis Brown, and with me, as always, our resident Titans fan, Blake Bellamy,
Hello,
and
guys.
with us this week, yet again for probably his sixth appearance, Titan Fox. How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
Hits us with the Nixon. I love it.
Tighten up.
So welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday. We're doing a couple days late because scheduling issues, but from now on it'll be on Saturdays. We're going to come up with a snappier name for it, so maybe it's not so day exclusive in the title. But boys, I'm glad to have you back on. We got a good show for you, everybody. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe. Let's get it. Jamarco Jones starts Fight Club in the middle of practice. Coach doesn't like it. Now he's gone. Thoughts?
He lost.
He did lose Fight Club. He did lose.
I think that he's lucky that a couple of those got broken up and he got kicked out of practice because, like, when he took on Jeffrey Simmons the other day, you don't want to fight that guy.
No.
So he got what was coming to him, though. It's rough.
Yeah, he fought the last person I'd want to fight in the Titans. I would rather fight everybody else in the Titans except for Jeffrey Simmons because he fights dirty too. Like we've seen what he does against against the Ravens and stuff like that. Like he's trash talking the whole time. He's spitting on people. Like people say they hate playing against Jeffrey Simmons because of how dirty he is, and like his own teammate is trying to fight him. Like he fought Lawan, and like he gets into other altercations. Like this guy has a history of bad behavior and has contributed nothing to the team. As Mike Vrabel always says, don't do dumb shit to hurt the team. And he's done a lot of dumb shit to hurt the team. So I'm glad he's gone. Adios. Rest in peace, Jamarco Jones.
Including getting hurt for most of his time there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember him actually even playing a game. I could be wrong, but he's been gone forever.
I don't think he's actually played a game for the Titans.
It's crazy, though. Like, this guy, he had a chance to make millions of dollars, be a starting right tackle in the NFL. Like, all he had to do was just not fight his coworkers. Like, all he had to do was just not fight him. Especially multiple times. Like if I fought any of my coworkers, I'm fired immediately.
Yeah.
And this dude like habitually does it. And gets paid handsomely.
This makes me I want to see like teachers fight each other now.
It's funny too because
it's be embarrassing.
Teachers fight club.
Fight club. If you think about one of the reasons that a lot of us love Taylor Lewan. Yeah, he'd start fights. He'd get on you. You hit his quarterback. Oh, he's tearing you up. Yeah. And that was one of the things that pumped me up about him. He was my favorite left tackle
ever.
And the point that Jamarco Jones missed in apparently the seminar was don't fight your own team.
Yeah, if you're going to fight everybody, like, you don't see Lawan throwing punches at Nate Davis. Like you just didn't see that.
Right.
He was throwing punches at Aaron Donald. Like he was great. I'm gonna miss Lawan. It's weird seeing him now because now he looks like a barista or a retired skateboarder.
A little bit, yeah. He's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he's lost like over 50 pounds.
Sorry, I'm trying to spread the word that we're on right now. If you guys want to carry the load for a second, Isaiah Wilson provides more evidence to say that he was never to be a first-round draft pick and that J-Rob got that one blatantly, ignorantly wrong by getting suspended when he doesn't even work for the NFL at the moment. That's the equivalent of Fridays getting fired on your day off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you stealing boxes for?
Yeah, Isaiah Wilson's got to be the dumbest person in the world. He's the worst draft bust for the Titans by far. He's our number one. I think Farley's probably number two. Do you have a number two? Off topic, but do you have a number one Titans draft bust?
Titans.
For me, it's got to be Isaiah. He was our only like absolutely horrible first round pick. I think Farley's second.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Those are my two right now. I would agree 100% with that, but if I'm not going back too far, I would say Des Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
was a pretty big bust, considering we traded up for him and he never produced anything. So
Yeah, I think we traded.
I'll give him number 3. He gets the bronze.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Isaiah. When was the last time Isaiah played? Who did y'all play for? Because he left here. We traded him to Miami, and then he got cut after like 3 days.
No, I
And
thought he went to the Giants. Oh no, you're right.
he
Miami
went to the
training.
Giants. I think he went to the Colts at one point, but I could be wrong. I know he at least worked out for them.
Yeah,
Ah.
I'm pretty sure he was a practice squad Colts member.
Yeah. And he made it. Didn't he make it almost a full season with the Giants?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the practice squad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, he I think he got in trouble a lot for like not showing up to practice and various things like that. Now he's just a failed rapper.
Yep.
I wonder how much
Now he's a
money
joke.
worth now.
He's just a joke now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he was a Jehovah's Witness. And I was like, whoa.
No,
What a change.
he's the.
He's
If
like,
he
"That's
showed up
pretty
in my
sick."
door preaching, I would kick him in the nuts. And then run.
Camp standouts. Where are we at with camp and the Tennessee Titans? How are they looking out there? In your opinion,
I guess we could start with the offense. What do you think on the offense, Titan Fox?
I've heard some good things, which this actually shocked me. But I heard good things about Reggie Roberson,
Yes.
who hasn't really showed out recently hasn't showed out the last 2 years until just now, and apparently he's really giving it a shot. I know that seriously, Harrison.
Yeah,
He's not even Trayshawn Harrison, yeah. He's gotten nothing but rave reviews from the coaching staff, from even from Tim Kelly. Like he's been doing some great things. Problem is, if we only keep 5 or 6, I don't think that somebody like him is going to make it. I know not many people are talking about Kearis Jackson, but I'd say Chris Moore's doing pretty good in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
He's caught quite a few passes. I think he got it was either him or Roberson. They got a few touchdown passes from Levis.
Yeah, him and Harrison have a pretty good connection, I've noticed.
Yeah,
the wide receiver, depth could be interesting, and it already is because there's a lot of like young athletic guys, and I haven't really seen Trayshawn Harrison's measurements, but he seems fast, he seems athletic. But Roberson, I've been rooting for him just because he's such a freak athlete, and a lot of his plays in college were just incredible. So I kind of hope he makes it on the roster. I think that Nick Westbrook's probably going to stay just for the fact of how dependable he is. Like he's never hurt, but he's just not good at football. And like I think he's at his ceiling right now. He can make a good play every now and then, but he's just slow. So I feel like we'll probably keep Westbrook, which is unfortunate. He just takes up a roster spot, in my opinion. And
I would agree with
a very big demand for him either.
Yeah, if you think about those, a lot of seasons where we kept like 4 running backs, but one of them was specifically for special teams.
Mm-hmm.
I know that NWI is great on special teams, but do you really want to waste a wide receiver spot for that? Because that's one of the spots that has hurt us over the past 2 years. 2021, we were starting with basically like when AJ went down, and this is just 21, but when AJ went down and Julio Jones were both out of the game, you're going, well, wait, who do we have to throw to? The fact that we got to 12-5 is a testament to Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
And last year, of course, again, nobody. Robert Woods is dropping every pass. You got, just even Hooper sucked. I honestly thought he was going to be a good addition coming out of Cleveland. And not that he's a wide receiver, it's kind of off topic, but we needed the depth when the injuries happened. And as much as we want to say that, hey, this year's going to be it's a brand new year, brand new team. There's all different people. We got better training regimen. And I know Vrabel's doing a lot more to try and prevent that. We got a new turf, like just all of that. Just absolutely. If everybody can try to stay healthy, and our injury report every week as the games coming up, when I look at it and I see the Titans list is this long and the opponent's list is only this long.
It's
I'm like,
frustrating.
what are we doing wrong?
2 years
Seriously.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we do something. They've changed up the way they're training, and I mean, I don't want to jinx anything, but as of right now, we haven't had any major injuries, which is rare for the Titans. Like that's not jinxing anything. That's just stating facts. By now, the last 2 years, we've had plenty of injuries, so it's nice to see everyone's relatively healthy. I mean, I'm sure these guys are banged up, but nothing too crazy yet. At least not yet.
Yeah, it's not like the Harold Landry thing from training camp last year, where hey, we just lost somebody for the whole season. We did lose somebody for 6 games, but it was stupid gambling, and that's it. Like there hasn't been any real major injuries.
Yeah,
that's progress right there.
Yeah.
Someone else in the offense, well, 2 somebodies, is our quarterback competition. Malik Willis and Will Levis are looking good, which is nice to see. I'm glad they're having a real competition out there.
I agree.
You gotta gotta have
go
him.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Have him. Sorry, you gotta have him. You gotta have him pushing each other, and you expect Malik Willis to step anyway because he's been in the league. He's been in the same or similar system, so you're hoping that man can have more of it digested than a guy who just got here at least.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's doing that. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he'd be on the streets already.
Yeah. It's looking nice. One thing I've noticed is the hours that they're there. Both of them come in early every single day and stay late. Like I've seen a lot of articles and videos of Malik Willis just staying late with these practice squad receivers. And it's awesome. He's getting a lot of work in. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from all 3 quarterbacks because Tannehill's been lighting it up in practice, which is beautiful. Him and Treylon Burks and him and D-Hop, they're looking great. And D-Hop's another standout. For everyone saying he doesn't practice, man, that man's been practicing quite a bit. And he's been staying late too, and he's looking good.
Just
He's been a beast on the field.
Wait for the season to start. During the season, this man is not going to be practicing. Training camp, he's always been there. He does everything he does during training camp. He's a dude. But like he won't practice during the season. Anyway.
I would say maybe on that one because when he comes off of a 170-yard game against the Saints, I'm just saying that maybe it's only 110 yards. But if he comes off of a game like that and says, Coach, I'm sitting out Wednesday and Thursday. Okay.
That's fine.
Just do that performance again next game.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of
he's putting in the hours now because you got to get those reps in with Tannehill. So once they get comfortable with each other, yeah, I mean, D-Hop's a future Hall of Famer. This guy can play, and he's proven it. He can play with any quarterback. And Tannehill's a lot better than a lot of the quarterbacks he's played with.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the list of how many he's caught passes from?
Some of those dudes, I completely
was
forgot
long.
about.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't even know half of those people.
Yeah.
Tracy McSorley last year was throwing he had 12 completions, all of them to D-Hop. Like he was just like, all right, I'm just gonna toss it up to number 10 and let him work.
That's a good plan though. Mm-hmm. As far as the Willis and Levis competition thing, I love that they're trying to bring the most out of each other that they can. And what scares me is I was watching something actually earlier. Somebody was on a podcast and they said, it was the 3 Italian guys. Can't remember. Anyways, they said, I hope that Levis gets the backup spot and then we trade Malik Willis for some draft capital because we're very limited on draft capital next year. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's say this. A lot of people are saying that Tannehill's last year, right? Okay. You got 2 quality quarterbacks vying it out right now. So now you trade Willis, you got Levis, Ryan's gone, you got Levis. Who are you going to have as your backup quarterback? You're going to pick somebody up off the street? Are you going to try for a for a 7th rounder that just magically appears like for the 49ers? And it's not like we would be able to pick up like a really quality quarterback because we're going to do good this year. Yeah. And that means our draft pick is probably going to be in the high 20s, early 30s. Hopefully 32.
Yeah, I love the optimism, but I don't think it's that high.
I wish that every single year, even just before we drafted Mariota. Like I said, we went 2-14.
Yeah, I was actually watching a video by Seth Payne, former defensive tackle in the NFL, and he was talking about how Marcus Mariota in camp wasn't throwing interceptions and how that was a bad sign because everybody was anointing him like, the next like elite quarterback because he didn't throw camp interceptions. But it was a problem because he wasn't pushing the envelope. He wasn't trying to get balls in tight windows. He was taking easy throws and taking the very open window or wasn't making the throw at all. And I think that's yeah. Well, I mean, on a simplistic level, yes, but you also want to be able to like challenge yourself in practice to try to make those type of throws. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're gonna have to make them in the game, so you at least gotta like try those passes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and practice is the place to do it. If you're gonna have a mistake, that's where you make it. It doesn't hurt your team. It just helps you personally. Like you actually can learn from it. I mean, look at Malik. Couple practices ago, he throws an interception. Right, Rashad Weaver picks him off. He didn't see him at all. And next play, he's like, okay, I see what I did wrong there. I see what I did. He throws a 75-yard bomb down the field. Okay.
Yeah, that was
I think it's a learning experience, and that's what practice is for, is to learn that stuff and challenge yourself and say, hey, let me go back and watch a replay of what I did. What did I read wrong? How can I change that? And they do that too. Mike Vrabel's introduced that extra day where they just review like good plays, bad plays, and try and go over what went wrong, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's really coaching a smart football team, and that's what we need. Limit turnovers, take opportunities to turn the ball over when we can. Like one thing that they've been putting emphasis on this year is getting strip sacks, because we had a lot of sacks last year, but not very many forced fumbles. And there's a lot of opportunities where they could just reach for the ball, and they just don't. We just go for the safe play, and we got to be more aggressive on defense. And it seems like we're going to be putting more of an emphasis on that, getting to the quarterback. So it'll be nice, and like kind of transition to the defense of camp standouts. Someone we talked about earlier was Harold Landry. That man's looking fast, strong, agile. That man's ready to go. He's gonna wreck terror, because this is really his first year on that big contract, because he got signed that big deal and then got hurt in training camp. So it's gonna be nice to see what he can do.
Definitely.
Yeah. And with all the rumors of the Titans looking to restructure people, and him being at the top of that list, he needs to go out here and try to prove that he's worth the money he's getting paid. So they at least have to think about it.
Yeah. And Blake, to your point, when you mentioned about working on like forcing fumbles and things like that, I would invite anybody that's watching, or either of you, to watch. They had on NFL Network, they had a biography of Charles Woodson. He always, he said, I don't tackle the person, I tackle the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he had so many strip fumbles and why he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you need
good watch too. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Didn't he get the Heisman over Peyton Manning?
He did.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, man. Manning got shafted. Who do you think ended up having a better career?
I mean, Peyton, he's a quarterback.
I say Woodson. Quarterbacks get too overrated. And sorry, but do you remember Peyton Manning's first year?
Oh, it's terrible, yeah.
It was awful.
It was awful.
But he spent he one of my favorite things about Peyton Manning was I would watch, like, this is back in the day, 2000s, and they would show film of him watching film. He would sit for like 4 hours at a time after a practice and just study the film ridiculously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm just, the whole time I'm like, Omaha.
Yeah, for real. I mean, he's one of those guys that, like, his work ethic made it like easy to get behind him, even though he was a rival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was the best quarterback of all time. Kind of a hot take there, but I think he's the greatest ever. I think he's better than Tom Brady.
I mean, I think when it comes to Super Bowls,
Well, Super Bowls, yeah.
yeah, but when it comes to like in season, like just like record breaking wins, Peyton did a lot of his damage in under 20 years, whereas Tom Brady played until
Forever.
his wife was like, "All right, I'm done." His wife quit before he did. That's crazy. She's like, I didn't sign up to be parenting children by myself in this big mansion for 18 years.
I know, she loses those kids in that mansion.
Oh, I know. Yeah. TF, I know. Duval's finally showing up in the chat. Yo, TF is on the channel. I almost thought he meant like the F.
That's what I thought at first.
Yeah, I was like, all right, and then I realized it was TF.
I love his name, by the way, Duval's Finest. I'm literally like 30 yards from Duval County, so
that a boy.
I'm one of their finest. Just happen to be a Titans fan for life.
That's where you're the finest.
Man. So camp related means?
Repeat that again.
Any camp related? Any other camp related stuff you wanted to talk about?
I saw a couple videos of them doing practice in the rain, so that was pretty cool. I guess that was yesterday, Wednesday. And there was another one that kind of struck my fancy a little bit. Ryan Tannehill was doing a press conference after practice, and he said that like him and D-Hop were like that they'd miss on one little thing, but then they'd come over and D-Hop would ask him like, "Hey, how can we do to make this better? Like, what can we do?" And he said that he loves learning from him and he loves building that relationship. And I think that that's going to be huge. And that's one of the reasons that I'm excited that he's been in camp almost every single day. He left early that one day to catch his flight, but still.
Sorry, I was taking care of some. I apologize. All right.
One thing
go ahead.
One thing I'm curious about is it's a competition that no one's really talking about is at kicker, and it looks like we have two very good kicker options too. It looks like Shudak and Wolf are both not missing much, so this could be a really interesting battle. So I'm excited for the preseason. Like I hope we kick a lot of unnecessary field goals just to see who's better.
All right, question.
Yeah.
What was the names you said again?
Shudak and Wolf.
Shudak.
I put Wolf above Caleb Shudak, to be honest.
Is Wolf like the former Vols kicker?
I think he was out of Texas.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Texas. Yeah,
wrong orange.
Two Fs. But I'm excited to see both of them because usually the way that we do it is, one kicker plays first quarter and they just alternate quarters. So hopefully we kick a lot of field goals because I'm really excited to see because we have not had a good kicker in a very long time.
Yeah, and
Greg Joseph was our last good one because we just keep getting a new one every year. It feels like.
Wait, who did you say the last one was?
Yeah,
Greg Joseph. Was he our last good one?
No, Ryan Suckup.
Oh yeah, Ryan Suckup. Yeah, Ryan Suckup.
He was a guaranteed kick. Even my girlfriend, when we were sitting at the bar, she'd go, "Dude, Suckup's up. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I already know he's gonna make it."
Not after 50 though. After 50, that was a miss, and that's been our issue. We haven't had anyone to hit over 50 since Baronis. Rest in peace.
Wolf has 2 over 50 in practice.
Yeah,
Not that that's
do that in the
same
game.
as game time, but
yeah, I want to see him in the game because kicker, it's all mental. Everyone's staring at you.
Yeah, the game is on the line.
Yeah, Texas, guy. And I really wanted that dude from Michigan, but they ended up. I can't remember who drafted him, but they took him in the
49ers.
4th round. 49ers, yeah, they got him so early. I was like, oh well, I'm not taking a kicker that early.
Yeah, they hold on. Duval's Finest says that's why I'm happy about McManus. The Jags signed McManus and let Riley Patterson go.
McManus, the same guy that missed like 12 field goals in the playoffs.
I mean, yes.
I'm happy the Jags got him too.
All right. Honestly, I think the best Titans kicker / Oilers kicker was Aldo Greco, but that's just me.
I'm going with
Greco was awesome.
Baronis. Just I don't know. I watched Baronis play. That's my boy.
Yeah, the Baronis bonus 8 field goals in a game comment lives rent free in my head forever.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and Joe Nedney was incredible too.
He says all the misses were over 60. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. All right.
Wait, how old was he? Did he get out on the field with one of those little walkers with the tennis balls on the end? Oh no, 60 yards. I'm just kidding.
Let's get into would you rather, gentlemen. Would you rather travel to the center of the earth or to deep space?
I already answered this one earlier.
All right. Well,
I think that was the Jags.
Yeah, it
show.
wasn't.
All right, I'll take this one. So there's actually I can't remember what country it's in, but they recently broke the record for the most number of miles into the core of the earth, and they completely shut it down. Like it went over 35, got almost to 40, and they just shut it down, and they were like, this is retarded. We can't do it. And I was reading a whole long article about it, but people are speculating, well, what did they see? It's down there.
Yeah, I'd be too
scared them away.
I don't know which one to do. They both sound terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the scariest movie I've ever seen is called Gravity. I've never been more scared watching a movie in my life. And people are like, no, what are you talking about? You love horror movies. Not that one. It freaked me out.
Yeah, they both freak me out. Like it's like being in a really deep cave and just the darkness and then space. Yeah, I feel like you're just falling. Like I don't know, that just sounds terrible. I feel like that death would take forever too. I think you just starve to death or
no, you freeze faster than that.
Freeze, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'd go to the core because I'm hardcore. No,
jump into volcanoes and stuff. You do that on the weekends.
Yeah, I got a suit, and we my friends and I, we just go spelunking and directly into lava.
At least you got that tube, right?
Yeah, I've got the tube. We watched The Core on repeat. Thank you, FXX, for constantly having that movie on as a child. All right,
it's a pretty decent movie.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm pretty sure that's the one where they pay DJ Qualls in Hot Pockets to like be the man in the chair operating the fucking vehicle. Like, you know what I'm talking about? There's a movie where like they bring on a scientist, but he's like 18 years old or something, and he's like, I want to get paid in Hot Pockets. So he just has like pallets of Hot Pockets show up while he's click-clacking away. All right. Would you rather? All right. Would you rather wait to give Derrick Henry an extension? Derrick get hurt during the season. Spears come in and have 1,000 yards. Or give Derrick Henry an extension now, and he goes and has 1,800 yards.
Henry now.
Obviously.
You don't want to build for the future?
Derrick Henry, there's no sense that man slowing down. I want him to be in the Hall of Fame lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, if he can make it to over 2,000, wouldn't that cement it? Because he'd be the only person with 2,000 yard seasons, right?
Yeah. Someone would be like, "Oh, he played 16 and 17 games, but he's still dominant." I don't care what anyone says. He's one of those dominant back in the league.
I don't care about that 17th game. It doesn't make a difference. NFL put it in the rule book, so history books
are gonna. It's nothing to me either. But critics, that's what they'll say. All the Colts, Jags, and Texans fans will.
For sure, OJ Simpson did it in like 13 games.
Yeah.
which is like, whoa, big guy, calm down, man. You're gonna like,
Yeah, he
break.
killed it out there, man.
Yeah, literally.
You're killing me, OJ.
Would you rather? Rather have Isaiah Wilson or an injured Dylan Radins starting at left guard or at right guard? Sorry,
At right guard. You mean right tackle?
no, right guard.
Oh, okay. Probably Raidens.
I would go Raidens, yeah.
At least be sober.
At least be sober. Oh, Isaiah Wilson, you goof.
Actually, I have a lot of respect for Raidens. I think he got thrown to the dogs because he was strictly left tackle. They put him at right tackle immediately, and he just wasn't any good at it. And I know James Titans for Life mentioned this a long time ago. He was like, and this was last year. He said, "Dude, have you ever tried to eat soup with your left hand if you're right-handed? It feels all awkward and stuff." He said it's kind of the same thing when you're doing that. And the closest he's gotten was the 49ers game when he actually got a chance to play left tackle, which he did decent. He did have a lot of chip help and stuff like that. And then on came the injuries. I feel like we're keeping him around for just in case those injuries go away. It's my best guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's shown to like at least give a little bit of progression and be able to correct some of the errors he's made, but he just can't seem to stay on the damn field. This man can stop drinking whatever is in the water at the Titans practice facilities. He should be fine, but we'll see. Would you rather death by chicken, like a chicken, like the barn animal alive? And this is an embarrassing death. So chicken or slipping on a bar of soap?
Bar of soap.
Soap. I could explain it to my relatives. Well, I'd be dead, but they'd understand.
Bar of soap took him out. Damn. A chicken would
He
be
doesn't
more-
even use barge soap. What the hell?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
Somebody planted it. He was murdered with soap.
Better investigate.
But like if a chicken kills you, like you can't tell anybody in the afterlife how you died. Like they're just gonna be like, "What? A chicken? Like the chicken, the chicken? Get out of here!"
I would explain it like the old childhood game I used to play, which is, and everybody here probably heard of it, Mousetrap. Like the chicken did something, and it caused this, and that caused that, and that it spun around, and then a bowling ball hit me in the head. Like that's my explanation. I'm sticking to it.
Fair. Would you rather go bowling or play pickleball?
I've never
Bowling.
played pickleball.
Oh, diversity among answers.
Thank
Thank
God.
God.
I love bowling.
Yeah, bowling's fun.
Okay. All right.
I even do it on the Wii at home.
Just imagine you just wee bowling by yourself and Titan stuff.
Oh no, there's plenty of people with me. I got 4 controllers.
Yeah, I wouldn't like taking a jab or nothing. It's just imagine you like in your free time, like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like,
In my
perfect.
20s, sure. Last time I played, I was sore for 2 days afterwards. So
Oh man, I like bowling. I'd have to go bowling. All right, this is going to be like I guess a combined one for you, and it's not even a would you rather, but it's more of a you're going to play a pickup game of basketball. The two of you are on a team together. Pick 3 Titans out the rest of your team. 5-on-5.
3 Titans?
Yep. You're playing pickup basketball.
Derrick Henry,
Gotcha.
Landry, Nick Westbrook.
TF.
That's pretty solid. I like that lineup. I was gonna say Henry, Josh Wiley, 6'7" Josh
I
Wiley.
thought about him. I just want to see him play first.
Yeah, right. I haven't seen any of them play basketball. So
No,
this is
just
just
like, I want to see how athletic he really is. Plus, he's a white guy, so I was a little hesitant to get him.
6'7", but he jumps to 7'2".
and my third, I'm gonna say Hopkins.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Hopkins.
Yeah.
I would go Hopkins for NWI, but I've chosen NWI just because he has that basketball player look. Like he's just tall and skinny, and kind of perfect size for basketball. And then Derrick Henry and Landry, self-explanatory. Freak out.
I heard Tannehill played some basketball back when he was in high school, I think.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he was pretty good.
He looks like a baseball player. He totally looks like a quarterback and like a pitcher. He's just got that jawline that just looks like a pitcher.
He does, yeah. I'd agree.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Byard. He's gonna be like, the 3-point guy. Then you're gonna go Danico Autry, and then
Center.
yeah, and then probably Chris Moore as like the other one. I don't know. I'm not very good.
Like if Danico Autry is playing a street ball like game with us, I feel like he'd be one of those players just smoking a cigarette the whole time he's playing.
In the back, just like, come on, throw me the rock.
I got it.
I got it. Now I only need one hand.
Yeah, and he's like playing in slides and cigarette, just
yeah.
Basketball.
You know what?
He's just killing it. He's batting everything down, like taking a shot over him.
I might have on the bench Key.
Arden Key.
Oh, dude, Arden Key, he's a standout too. Arden Key's been killing it. I love Arden.
I just meant because even if I don't put him in the game, he's still gonna trash talk the hell out of the other team and psych him out.
He's like our new Darren Bates. Like he's just that hype guy, but he actually starts.
All right. All right. You're gonna. Would you rather watch? Was 96 straight hours of The Office, or would you rather watch 96 straight hours of Stephen A. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith doing what?
Just Stephen A. Smith on TV doing anything.
The Office.
I gotta take Stephen A. Smith. At least he's talking about football, and I'm not a big fan of The Office.
Yeah, I watch The Office over that. I'm not a huge fan of The Office, but at least it's funny.
Actually, I retract that. I would have to watch it just because then I could discuss it with the 9 billion other freaking fans of that show, and maybe I'd understand finally. And I work in an office. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you'd probably like it. It's a good show.
I only gave it a chance when I was still a retail salesman, though, so I had never actually experienced any of that stuff. Although I did love Office Space.
I love Office
That's
Space.
one
The
of the
Office
most
is
epic
good
movies
because
ever.
like it's one of those shows that are always on TV. So when you go to a hotel, like you're like, oh, at least I can watch The Office. It's like background noise or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, boys, I think we're coming to the end here. I want to thank you both for your time and your efforts talking about these Titans. Folks, I want in the chat, Isaiah, thank you for showing up. And like, subscribe. Folks, be good people.